Let's talk about Justin Timberlake, blackness and privilege, using his family history. It sure is your turn, Justin. Justin Randall Timberlake was descended from James Timberlake, who immigrated with his son Francis Timberlake from England to Virginia. They lived throughout Virginia, including what is now in Accomack County, so the pointy part that's connected to Maryland. And his family had a pivotal role in the expansion west. His ancestors were farmers, they owned land, they owned enslaved people, but they were also educated, and they did a lot of things like surveying the West, making room for Western expansion, including one of his ancestors, Henry Timberlake, who surveyed Cherokee land. In 1922, one of his ancestors who fought in the Confederacy was interviewed about their life before the war. So his father owned 30 enslaved people, and his father gifted him on his marriage 200 acres of valuable land and some enslaved people. And I think this is really important because this goes on to say he did work beside the enslaved people when he wasn't in school. But he got to go to school, not just school, but university, where he had learned Latin, Greek, and mathematics. And in many ways, when we talk about the disparity in American life, a lot of the racial disparity starts very early, where African American people are not allowed education. Whereas the people who live in their communities, who work beside them in the field even sometimes, can be educated. And so Justin Timberlake, raised by a Baptist choir director, wasn't raised with immense wealth, but instead he was raised with generations of education behind him, which is absolutely a privilege. And like a lot of white Southerners, African American cultural norms were right there. The majority of African Americans still live in the South. So likely, when his producers had him draw on African American norms, like remember these braids or that do-rag, he probably thought nothing of it, because one of the greatest privileges is not even noticing that you're stealing something.